Now, tell me, Khalil, about the three different shows you all have started with the Sparrows Force.
Definitely. So the first one was the introduction, and that was kind of like welcome to the Sprout's Fortune. That was kind of like this is who each of us are individually, and then this is how we work as a team. This is what it looks like when artists come together and we push aside our egos, we push aside our ideas of who we are outside of a collective. This is what we can do. So that introduction was kind of like, hey y'all, what's up? And so thankfully we've been able to execute that show in Cleveland and Columbus. Definitely want to be able to take it on the road further, even further than that.
How many people participated in it? Where was it at? How long was the show?
So our shows normally run for about, I want to say, in total, an hour and a half, but we normally split that up with like intermission. So part one, part two. So yeah, just about hour and a half to 2 hours per show. And it also depends on who's collaborating on the show, for instance. So with the introduction, it was all five of us. Whereas so our second show was Bear in the Flesh. And that was a show that Morgan and I did. So it was a lot more out of us. So we split it up into three parts. And we really create our show. So that was the introduction. And we did that at Breakthrough Sounds Recording Studio. We have a really good relationship with them. They do excellent work as far as recording. We actually just recorded an album there. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, Breakthrough Sounds is fantastic. Down in Columbus, we executed the show at Roy G. Biv Art Gallery. Another Lynette, I love Lynette. So that's another great space to utilize. That's what we did with the introduction. The second show, Bear in the Flesh, was a show that Morgan and I created. We kind of talked about what it meant to be in a relationship and the struggles that go on within the relationship when you're trying to be an individual and allow yourself to grow, and then also allow your person to grow in the difficulties and challenges that you may face, and still working at it without giving up. So that's one of my favorite shows. Then our other show, Hear Me Out, that was much more so geared toward black spirituality, blackness, the triumphs that come with being black here in America. And that show kind of came through myself, Morgan Page, and Avery Lamar Pope. So that was another great show. We did that one in Cleveland at Breakthrough Sounds Recording Studio, and then actually back in February, we were able to take that to Kent State University and did that show there too. So that was really fun. That was great to do at both spots. And then I'll double back to Bear really quick because that's what we just recorded. So Morgan and I were able to me and Morgan, we just bounce ideas over each other. Like we'll sit if you sit us in a room and we like, oh, what about this? Oh, we could do this. Like so, that's really how Bear came to be and everything we've been able to do with it since. So we did that. First, we did it in Columbus in September, and then November came around. We did that here in Cleveland at Jackson's Motif, which is a social lounge. So we executed that there, and afterwards we were kind of just talking, having a conversation, and in one of the sections we had a song that well, it wasn't a song, it was poems that we said over like an instrumental, and we was just going back and forth like, what if we did an album with it? And I think it was Morgan's idea to do it, and I was like, hey, an album would go crazy, really. So we kind of was like, all right, let's do it. So we was talking, trying to plot and plan, and then earlier this year, we reached out to Charles at Breakthrough Sounds, and was like, yeah, let's do it, let's get into it. So we scheduled it, got everything put together, and we executed it actually last Monday. So April 10th, we sat 8 hours, 9 hours, and just did it with a live band. So it's coming soon. It's going to be June 9th. Am I correct? June 9th. A live studio, how you say it?
Live studio album. Bear in the Flesh live studio album will be out June 9th. I'm super excited.